How's it going, everyone? Mustard here, bringing you a video going over the Shinnok changes that we saw in the recent patch that has just hit Xbox One. So like Ketchup said beforehand, we've only just got the patch on Xbox, so apologies that, I know a bunch of you will already know what these changes are about, but this is for those that may not be aware, or even those that don't quite know about what we have found with this character since the patch. Because Shinnok's had a lot of good changes, a lot of buffs. He's going to become a very powerful character. He isn't really going to fall back at anything now. I feel like he's going to be incredibly capable now because of a few things. Number one, his back 3, which was his low shin kick, is now his forward 4. So it's a change of command on his low. The properties of this move are identical, even though the frame data itself has a few issues right now, but the properties are the same as they used to be. His back 3 is now a move called Devious Heel. I'll quickly show you here. So as you can see, it is an overhead, which is -11 on block, which isn't that bad in the game with a character like with a backdash as good as Shinnok's, and an 18 frame startup. So not a bad attack, and it's an overhead. But what makes this move amazing is that it's a launcher. So I can actually go in and follow up for a combo. I can do something similar as just forward 2. Now what this means is after every forward back 3 even, you can hit confirm into mimic. And any of you guys that have watched me play Shinnok or watched the Shinnok videos on the channel will know that that mimic leaves the opponent standing for either a throw that he has to try and tech, or if he's trying to tech a throw, he'll then get hit by a string. And he's also got the low. So if he chooses to actually try and block in this situation now, I can chuck out a low, or I can chuck out this new overhead. And then if I'm against Quan, I've got his stance, I've got his stun, I can then confirm straight back into it, and then here he is guessing again. So Shinnok has a true vortex now against every character that he takes a stun from. So Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kotal Khan you can do it with, Melina's Roll, just to name a few. Any character like that that you can start a combo with, either the overhead Devious Heel or the forward 4 low, use the move and then end in mimic, you will have a true vortex on, as well as the damage buff, as well as the 16% throw that you're going to have. But that's not it. That's not the only changes that Shinnok has had. Because remember, these are universal moves, so every variation has these now. But he also has meter burn hell sparks. Can be done on block now. For example, if I hit Ketchup with it normally, you can see I can meter burn this move on reaction to a hitting and follow up with whatever. Now beforehand, that was kind of it. And on block, if he blocked this low, if I can actually do the move properly, hang on, I got us not do the. There we go. So if he actually blocks his move, that was a guaranteed punish, as they were -27 pre-patch. Every character in the game could punish them, but characters like Quan could really hurt Shinnok for chucking those out. Now, as you saw me do by accident just now, you can meter burn hell sparks on block to be +24 every time I decide to meter burn this on block, which means that I have mad plus frames to go in and do whatever I want. And it also comes out quicker than the meter burn Amulet Strike used to do to get the +14. So this will now be a true block string on things that Amulet Strike didn't used to be. And as long as I've got meter, I can just endlessly rep that over and over again to do just some really silly setups, some really silly block strings, and build a ton of meter. Because this is guaranteed. 1-1-2, if he blocks this, goes quickly. 1-1-2, 1 rep block. 1-1-2, 1 rep block. 1-1-2, 1 rep block. Forward 2, like, that's all guaranteed. He has to just really hold that. So he has no choice but to block that. Otherwise, he's going to let go of block and get hit by it. And at any point when I run in, I can chuck out the low. Oh, it's blocked. Devious Heel time. I can do that sort of thing. And that is crazy. So Shinnok's really scary now. He's got mad plus frames, mad meter build. He still is very meter dependent, but against characters that he steals a stun from, which is most of the cast that you come up against right now, he's not going to need to use the bar to get that damage. He's not going to need to use the bar to get the launchers, because he can just hit confirm into them, end in mimic, and then he's got the vortex again. Now I'll go into his last change, which was to his Necromancer variation. This is much like Warlock for Shinnok. This isn't a variation that I've really used, because pre-patch it was just not good. It was gimmicky, it was just weak in comparison to Imposter, and even in comparison to Bone Shaper. But the big change that Necromancer has received is this Judgment Fist, which is the unblockable. Pre-patch, the opponent would see me do this, run at me, and then punish me for it. Like that. What I can now do is either holding left, I can bring it in front of them, or away from the opponent, I can put it behind them. So you can now guide where this is going to land, and it's still an unblockable. So if he sees me do it from full screen and thinks he's just going to sprint in and I hold like towards me, it's just going to splat him right in my face. And obviously, as I've said before, any splat point blank like this is going to result in me being able to do something like that. My new overhead, do my low, health sparks. Like for example, if I hit the Judgment Fist and he stand blocks and wake up thinking I'm going to do the overhead, I can go for the low. Or if he then starts blocking low after that. Oh, okay, I'm safe now. You know, like Shinnok's got some crazy pressure in all of his variations now, and as well as Necromancer having this tracking fist, as well as his you know, his Amulet Strike nonsense. He's got his low grab as well. Like overall, Shinnok is a fantastic character now. I think he's really powerful. He's got a lot of potential. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what some Shinnok mains that were entering tournaments before can now do with him. I mean, as soon as I start being able to compete, I'm going to really start enjoying guessing and making everyone get outplayed, making them guess overhead low, because that's the way you do things now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a bunch about Shinnok. Like I said before, I think he's a really powerful character now. I still think Imposter is his best variation because of the restand that Mimic gives him. And yeah, thanks very much, guys. As always, like and subscribe if you like the content. Follow us on Twitch at PND where we do regular streams, and tune into the NetherRealm stream every Wednesday evening, where you'll see us cast the ESL European Top 16. So peace out, guys.